Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today, exciting day. I'm going to pick up my bike from the bike shop. It's been there now for, I've lost count, maybe 8 weeks. Coming up to 2 months. So it's the end of July now. Yeah, it's been there since I don't know, maybe even April. What it was, it's actually in this road here I'm on now. So I came out of my housing estate on a bike ride, so I was in the bottom ring, or the easiest gears, just while I was getting them towards the main road, just while I was getting all warmed up and stuff. And so there's a bit of a chicane there, and then there's a roundabout. So yeah, I've got a nice and easy gear there. Then I got a little bit of a bridge, which is, you can squeeze 2 cars through, but really I normally slow down for, let oncoming traffic through. And then there's a junction onto the main road, and I was going to go right. So I was in the little ring, nice and easy gear, came to a stop just as I am now, and everything was okay. I was feeling good, the bike was feeling good. With the coronavirus thing going on, the roads are still quiet, even though we are allowed to go places now. And I don't know how far I was going to go. I was planning on maybe 20 miles maybe. But disaster struck. So I'll tell you about it now when I finally pull out of here. So I'm going to concentrate. So come on cars. Come on, come on. Can't really go any further forward. Yeah, so just like just done now, I pulled out, I came up here, got up to speed, and then I went to change into the big ring and nothing happened. So I tried again, tried up, tried down. Sometimes the gear lever gets a bit stuck because it's the brake lever and gear lever. I've had a couple of times where it has got a bit stuck, but I didn't put any force through it. I didn't pull it, I didn't hear any clicking or snapping or cracking. It's just nothing there. Like, it felt like the gear cable had either snapped or come undone. So there's no play, no force there at all. Luckily there was a little junction where I could pull over, had a little look, and the cable hadn't come undone, hadn't snapped, seemed fine. And when you push to the front derailleur with your finger, it would go up, and then it would go down again. So I couldn't fix it on the side of the road, so I thought I'd go home. Maybe the cable snapped inside maybe, or I don't know. So I undid the screw, whipped the cable out, and the cable was fine. It wasn't broken, but it did look a bit rusty, because it's like 2 years old bike. The cable had a bit of orange rust on it, and there's some muck in it as well. So I thought maybe the cable goes inside the outer cable housing. I thought maybe there's some mud in it or some corrosion in it, and maybe it just wasn't pulling. So as I started playing around a bit more, it was quite a lot of muck in it. And because I got internal cabling, so the cables go inside the frame, there's also a little rubber sleeve which goes in the frame, and that had muck in it as well. So it's too late for me to fix it and do a bike ride that day, so I forgot about that. So I just took the front cable off, the back cable off, and I did have a spare, but the ones I got home, the spare, they're not official Shimano Ultegra gear cables. So I thought, well, I'm going to work for a couple of days, so I can't use it for a few days. I might as well stick it in the local bike shop where I got it from. They can look at it, they can do it properly. It hasn't had a service for a while, so I'll buy them for a while, so if it needs doing every 2 years, then I don't mind too much. While it's there, I thought they can do a few other little jobs for me. I had I got a set of brake pads, disc brake pads for the front, which I said, if you think it needs pads, I got them there ready. I said it could probably need new tyre liquid sealant because it's got tubeless tyres on it. I had two bottles of that, so I said if you need some, I got the bottles for that already. One of the valves, the tyre valve, was a little bit bent and clogged up with the tyre sealant. So every time you want to pump up the tyres, you need a spanner to undo the little nipple. So I said I got some new valves, so don't pay for them, I'll pay for the labour, but I got 2 new valves, stick them on it. And I said, and also, so do the cables, do the valves and tyres, maybe do the brakes, but also have a good look around. So just while it's here, have a bit of a service, check it up on it. And it was there for ages. Eventually we had a phone call saying the lever had broken, so they were going to try and get it replaced by the warranty. I was a bit confused about what the message was on the phone. Was the bike under warranty or the lever was under warranty? I did have my fingers crossed, really, thinking I was going to get a new bike, because then I could have chosen a whole new bike for the same price, but never mind, it's not the new bike, it's just the lever. But the good news is, if I had tried to fix that lever by myself, I'd have ended up having to buy the lever. And I think from Wiggle, a pair of levers is 250 quid. But I haven't got the equipment to do hydraulic disc brake install. I don't know, you have to empty the oil out, buy some oil, bleed the oil. So he must have done that for me. So I don't know if I'm going to have to pay for that as well, but at least now I've got a free lever out of it. So even if I got to pay a little bit of money for the cables and the labour, I got a lever where I would have had to pay for it myself if I'd have fixed it all myself. But the bad news is, so the last couple of weeks, 8 weeks, I've been using my older bike on the turbo trainer, indoors following a crit plan, and I've been doing some races and getting fitter and stuff. And then my Garmin watch broke. Didn't break it exactly, but it just wouldn't upload data. You'd be out on a walk or a run and it'd pause, and then it wouldn't upload with data, and it lost data, and it'd say you've only done 3 miles, only done 6 miles. So I sent that one back and I got a new different one. So instead of a Garmin 4Runner 735, it's the triathlon one with the heart rate strap. Instead I've upgraded, I found a good deal on a Phoenix 6. So I'll talk about that in a different video, but I had to get a new watch. And then I've heard a funny noise come from a turbo trainer, and I just thought it was a bit of dust or something on the rubber belt on the inside of it. And I've seen a couple of videos saying take it apart, squirt it with some lubricant and put it back together. Well, not lubricant, but some cable cleaner, like WD-40 or something. Just don't use, well, make sure you use the right stuff and do it properly, otherwise if you get it on the pulleys themselves it could slip and you won't get any drive. But so I took it apart, couldn't see any damage to the cables, a bit of a squeak maybe, but I put it back together, and then I noticed then that I'm not sure what it is. It might be one of the magnets, one of the electromagnets inside. It's actually touching on the flywheel thing on the inside, and there's a groove where you can see it's rubbing and scraping, and on the inside there's metal shavings. So I've sent a message to Wiggle. They go back to me saying can you send a photo or video, but I don't really want to send a photo of it inside of it, because then they know I've taken it apart and they might moan that I've taken it apart. So I put it back together, and I said to them I don't mind sending a photo, but a photo of what? Because if I take it apart, my warranty will be void. If they say it's okay for me to take it apart to show them, I don't mind that, but otherwise I keep it hush. But then I went to make a video today just to show making a noise, and you can't. And because at the same time I put my my old bike through a bit of a clean because it was minging, and it was just. I thought I might as well take it apart, and I got no bikes now, so I get that mega clean, put it all back together. Went to give it a bit of a test ride to make this video for Wiggle, making a noise of it, and it wouldn't even spin. And the whole body weight, I can't even pedal. It's touching it that much. There's no damage to the outside of the turbo trainer. The only possibility where I can think of I've damaged it myself, which I don't think I've heard the noise for a while now. Only possibility is somebody might have kicked it or accidentally banged it on the place where that electromagnet is, and maybe that's bent it in just enough, but no one's going to admit to kicking it. I don't think I have. I have been moving the turbo trainer around. I put it in my car to take to work with me when I'm working away, but I put it flat and level in the back seat of my car, so nothing's banged against that. So I can't see how it's got worse over time. I don't know how strong the electromagnets are. Can it pull in itself? I don't know. So luckily my bike's ready to pick up today, because otherwise I can't do a turbo trainer. I'd have to go outdoors on my old bike, but after cleaning my old bike I don't really want to get it dirty because it's ready for turbo trainer indoors. You know, you don't want to be using a dirty bike inside your kitchen flicking up oil on your wall. So I try and keep the chain lubricated and the cassette lubricated as minimal as possible, just so I don't cause an oil flick. So the good news is I got my new watch. My old watch has been sent off. I've got into contact with Wiggle about my turbo trainer. So the good news is stage 1 of getting it replaced is underway. And then I'm on my way now to pick up my good bike. Nightmare bad news is I've got to go and pay for it. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I can't really say no because he's done it. So whatever it costs, 100, 200, 300. Hope it's not much more than that, because it's only paid, well, not much more than double for that. You know, you don't be paying more for service than what the bike costs. It's 2 years old now, and I know the price of bikes they go down a lot. But yeah, so on the way to pick up the bike. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bike in the back of this car, leave this car in a safe place, and then I'm going to get picked up by somebody else in a different car, and then we're going to go off for the day, meeting up with some more friends, social distancing appropriately, and then I'm going to get dropped back off at my car. Oh no, yes, I can't ride home. Yeah, then I'm going to plan a bike ride on my new bike, but I was going to plan on riding home, but I'm going to have to ride back to my car, aren't I? To put the bike back in the car, because I need my car for work tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll do a bike ride, go back to my car, put the bike back in the car, and take it home. So yeah, so hopefully I've got everything in the back of the car packed. I got my shoes, my gloves, jersey, shorts, vest, drinks, a pump in case he hasn't put the pressure in I like, oil in case I don't know, we'll see. Just going to go pick the bike up, chuck it in the car, go and drop it off, and then go off for the day. I can't really talk yet about my new Garmin watch because Garmin Connect app has been down for a couple of days now internationally, so I'm not sure what the story is. I think maybe someone hacked into the Garmin website and they've had to do some maintenance. So I got this new app, I got this new watch, but at the moment I can't see any data. I can't upload to Strava or So I'll leave that for another day. The only thing I have noticed about this Garmin watch is it is exactly twice as heavy as the Forerunner, but it feels a bit heavier. You get used to it. It is noticeably heavier, but it's got a metal bezel on it, which I feel more secure. Because with the other watch, the Forerunner, when you're just doing your day-to-day jobs, it feels like you're going to bash it everywhere, and the glass goes right to the edge, and you think you're going to smash it and crack the glass. This one's got the metal bezel on the outside, and also the glass is called Gorilla Glass, so you don't really need to buy a cover for the front. And also there is a sapphire version, which the glass is ultra strong, but I can't see why I need stronger glass than Gorilla Glass. So that's all I can say so far. It does the same sort of things as my other watch. Like it's got the VO2 max still on it, but it's got a blood oxygen level. But some of the things on it says you have to use it, like pair it to a phone before it'll work, and then also you have to wear it for a week before it works as well. So I can't really comment on all the features because of it's not working at the moment. One thing I can say is this is the Garmin Fenix 6. The other day I also bought my wife a Garmin Fenix 6S, which is a little bit smaller, because she had a fault with the other Garmin as well. She had a Garmin Vivo, I can't remember if it was a Vivo Active or Vivo Move. It was like a rose gold one with the hands and a touch screen. She had a problem with the battery life on it. It was only a few months old and it wouldn't charge, and the battery life was terrible on it. So I bought her a Garmin Fenix 6S. It's a little bit smaller than this one, but she went on a run with the old Garmin to a place where she thought it was 2 miles, and then we went on a run the other day with this one, and we both found out it wasn't, on both these watches, it wasn't 2 miles. She's actually shorter than what she thought. So she's a bit gutted. We're going, oh, I thought I was faster than that, but really she wasn't running as far as she thought she was. I'd trust this one over the other one because of, it's more expensive. So if it's more expensive, it's got to be a bit more accurate, surely. Right. I need to find a place to park. I think I'll ride right down to the bike shop, if I can remember where the junction is. So I need to get quite close to be able to put my bike in the car. So I'm almost there, and then I'm not going to use my camera in the shop, walking in the street. I'm only going to go pick it up. It's not a new bike day, but it's as good as new bike day because I haven't had it for so long. So where is this turning? It's not that one. I think it's this next one. Yes. So hopefully I can park here and then go and pick up the beast. I'll update you on the bill, or it costs what it costs, but I'll update you on the what it's had done when I get back. here? I think it'll be 5 minutes. Alright, see you later. Okay, so I've just loaded the bike back in the car. So I had a little chat with the man. Had the bill. Very happy about. Didn't have to get a mortgage. So it's well worth taking it in. There's only one thing, or no, 2 things wrong with it, what he said you had to do. One he said was the rear cassette had worn out, and maybe I need to change the cassettes more often, because that's not the original cassette on it. Anyway, that was my 2nd cassette, so I'm on my 3rd cassette now. He's put a new cassette on it. Instead of an Ultegra cassette, which I got Ultegra, he stuck a 105 cassette on it. I think actually I had a 105 cassette on it in the first place. 1132. And then it put on it on Ultegra 1128. And now he's put on it another 1128, but 105 one. It's slightly heavier, but whatever, cheaper. He also said there's a spacer missing in the headset. I don't think there was, because I did it all, but he couldn't get it to tighten down, but I did. So I don't know why he thinks that. It's fine when I did it. But he's put the cables in, looks like he's put the brake pads in. Oh yeah, have a quick look at the levers, but yeah, anyway, happy. I'm gonna go for a bike ride after and test it, and then I'll update you on how it feels. So stay tuned, see you soon.